Cool. Um, so, so welcome all to Avodat Lev, this chance to slow down and to be with exactly how things are. Don't have to change anything, make anything in particular happen. And the freedom of that for just a morning can be powerful. So we'll just spend like 75 minutes inviting connection to ourselves and to each other, to everything that connects us. So here's a little nigun, a wordless melody that you can join in on. It's pretty simple. It goes like this. Yai di 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 not two more times. Yai di 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 same thing. Yai di di Hi, oh. That's the first part. Let's sing that. Yai di 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 Yai di 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 Yai di 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 Hi, oh. Here's the second part. Yedi di di do. Hi, bye, like that again. Yai, hi, oh. Yai, one more time. Hi, oh. Hi, that's the whole thing. Hi di 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 Yai di 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 Yai di 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 hi-yo, hi-yo. Yai-yai-yai-da, hi-yai-yai-yai-bum, hi-yai-yo, hi-yai-yai-yai-bum, hi-yai-yo. Hi, So we'll just taste a little song, the magical silence afterwards, and some community together, singing together like this. This next piece, in Ode, there's nothing else, nothing but the divine. And if you like, you can go into the chat and follow along on this Lev sheet. And if you want to just say the words don't help me get there, and yeah the whole time, that's just as good. It goes like this. Eino milvado, Eino milvado Hashem, Hu Elohim, Eino milvado, Eino milvado Hashem, Elohim. That's the whole thing. Yeah, milvado, milvado Hashem, Elohim. Milvado Hashem, Elohim. Love is all there is. 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 This is a really good time to be practicing fearlessness in your singing, because no one can hear you. What would you do if you could do anything? If you'd earned the ability to be playful, So the gift of this time, this service of the heart work, is the freedom to just totally let go of performing, let go of needing things to be any certain way. Just being with this just the way it is. So we'll invite in the energy of gratitude with Moda'ani, Moda'ani. I am grateful before you. Is there anything that that jumps out, small or large, when you invite in a little thanks? And if there is, you might type in the chat box, what's your name? Where are you right now? Where in the world are you? And what's the kernel of gratitude that's bubbling up? I can say Chloe here in Yellow Springs, Ohio, at my family's house. I see a big tree trunk outside. And we have Molly in Cambridge dancing. Dancing in the living room. And Lex in Providence for Shabbat. And Rachel in North Carolina saying hi. And Sarah in Austin for yoga and embodiment. And RC's garden. And Hattie for the heat from the radiator. And Kendra in Santa Cruz for laying out in the sun on the lawn. And Daniel in Berkeley for walks, and Naomi for singing, and Alex for cuddly dogs, and lots of gratitude pouring in. Beautiful. Keep it coming. This is Moda'ani. Moda'ani lefanecha ruachai v'kayam moda'ani lefanecha ruachai v'kayam moda'ani lefanecha moda'ani lefanecha moda'ani lefanecha ruachai v'kayam moda'ani lefanecha ruachai v'kayam moda'ani lefanecha moda'ani lefanecha. When I am who I am, I know I am you. Oh, when I am who I am, I know I am you. When I am who I am, I know I am you. When I am who I am, I know I am you. Ya ba bum, ya 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 la la, ya ya ya, hi hi oh hi hi ya ba bum. Hi, hi, ba, ba, hi, hi, chitty, di, da, ba, 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 ya, ya, da, da, da. Hey, ya, ba, ba, bum, hi, 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 hey, hi, ya, ba, bum, ya, la, 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 hi, 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 ya, ba, 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 bum, ya, ba, 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 ya, ba, 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 bum. Hi, 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 yo. Ya ba ba ba, ya ba ba ba. Hey, hi, ya ba ba ba. So a few breaths together as our nervous systems just hopefully are settling down. We'll all just take a breath together for ease, a little ease coming into the body. This next breath, you can just feel rest, the letting go of rest washing over you. And here comes that double helping of gratitude. Here's Mary Oliver, our fave. We're on page 2 of this little link I just shared in the chat now. This is from a poem called Mysteries, Yes. She says, let me keep company always with those who say, look, and laugh in astonishment and bow their heads. Let me keep company always with those who say, look, and laugh in astonishment and bow their heads. So this is the prayer, the morning blessings, where we get to do that all together. I invite you to add the look or add the laugh. The look is us sharing blessings that we see, that we have some gratitude for. And the bowing our heads is the amen. We say amen all together. And the laugh, I invite you to bring in the way that makes sense to you. So we'll sing this little blessing formula, Baruch Atah Adonai or Baruch Atah Shechina. And then someone will offer something. I might offer something, or you can type in the chat. Please do any blessings, any gratefulnesses that are coming to you. Say amen to what's lighting all of us up. It goes something like this. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam. For the feel of the voice in the throat. Amen. And you're invited to write in any gratitudes. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam. For the sunshine out my window. Amen. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam. For cat snuggles, for writing feelings in my journal, for friends near and far, for solitude, and for happy house plans. Amen. And I invite you to bring to mind these images, or to feel what it might feel like to see that, or to do whatever way they really come alive. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam. For ways to communicate, for playing virtual games with friends, for my virtual therapist, for safe homes, and for late night virtual hangs with friends. Amen. Baruch Atah Shechina Eloteinu Ruach HaOlam, for nourishing food, for poetry, for moments to pause, for making music, for the ability to move my body, and for citrus trees in my neighborhood, and cinnamon tea. Amen. Brucha atya shechina Eloteinu Ruach HaOlam. For silence, for listening, for palm trees, sunshine, biking by the beach, for the long hugs with loved ones in my family, for Avodat Lev with Chloe, happy memories with people I love, for my space heater. Amen. For all the gratitudes in our heart, the ones that can't be spoken, ones with no words to them. We'll sing a prayer of oneness, of listening, of settling even more into the moment. So Shema, you can take your time. Shema. Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. And you shall love. Is there someone who it's really easy for you to love? Like a pet or a baby or an uncomplicated love, unconditional love. Just look into that being's eyes as you sing this. Imagine that love extending way beyond you and them. Some love that animates the universe. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'ahavta את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך אהבה 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 Here's Terry Tempest Williams, amazing grief writer. And my favorite ever teacher from high school actually sent this out recently. She's a wonderful wisdom teacher of mine. And I loved it. Terry Tempest Williams, she writes, "How are you feeling?" That's what she asks her Uncle Alan when she's 9. "How are you feeling?" "I'm very happy and I'm very sad," says Alan. "How can you be both at the same time?" "Because both require each other's company. They live in the same house. Didn't you know?" They require each other's company. They live in the same house. Didn't you know? Many of us forget that. We don't know. And it's moments like this, moments of mass grief and uncertainty that we might remember. Mary Oliver says the same thing in her poem, Heavy About Grief. Have you seen that sometimes now I laugh? The roses that are beautiful and also troubled, right? So I'll sing a song about listening, because those kinds of paradoxes, they're only available to our systems, I think, when we're listening, when we let go and listen. This is Meredith Buck. Like this, simple song. Listen, 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 listen. That's the whole first part. Listen, 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 listen. Listen, isn't that beautiful? Listen, listen, listen. Here comes the second part. Lay yourself down by the rocks now. Let your body down by the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down by the rocks now. Let your body down by the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down by the rocks now. Let your body down by the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down by the rocks now. Let your body down by the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen. Let your body be your guide. The water decide. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen. Let your body be your guide. The water decide. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen. 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 Lay yourself down by the rocks now. Let your body down by the rivers, for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down by the rocks now. Let your body down by the rivers, for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen. Let your body be your guide. Go out outside. Ooh. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen. Let your body be your guide. Let the water decide. Ooh. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen. 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 See if you can mean it. Listen. 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 Here's another poet on grief. This is Rumi. Your grief for what you've lost lifts a mirror up to where you're bravely working. Expecting the worst, you look, and instead, here's the joyful face you've been wanting to see. Your hand opens and closes and opens and closes. If it were always a fist or always stretched open, you would be paralyzed. Your deepest presence is in every small contracting and expanding, the two as beautifully balanced and coordinated as bird wings. So we'll go a little deeper into this poem as we do. You can pull it up if you like, and when a word or phrase calls to you, you can type it in to the chat and I'll read it out, and together we'll hear the poem in a different way, kind of make our own poem together out of this bird wings. Expecting the worst, contracting and expanding. Every small contracting, always stretched open, you would be paralyzed. Your deepest presence contracting and expanding. Deepest presence. The joyful face you've been wanting to see. Joyful face. Your grief, bravely working. Here's the joyful face you've been wanting to see. you've been wanting to see. Here's the joyful face. Grief for what you've lost lifts a mirror, opens and closes and opens and closes bravely, balanced and coordinated as bird wings. Your hand opens and closes. What you've lost lifts and expanding. Expecting the worst. A mirror up to where you're bravely working. Beautifully balanced. You look and instead opens and closes. Opens and closes and opens and closes. Isn't it perfect? There's something so perfect about it. Every time we do it, it's like the perfect poem that we make. So, in the spirit of happy and sad at the same time, and open and close, contracting, grief, joy. My question is, what are you feeling the loss of? And what's the unexpected joyful face you've been wanting to see? What's the paradox there? What are those things? So I might say something like, I'm grieving in-person class. I'm in school. I miss in-person class. And my unexpected joy right now is new possibilities. You might write a little something if it comes to you. Just a phrase each, phrase/phrase. Human touch, self-connection. Lost job, income, unexpected joy, time for connection to be in body. Newly found independence, the new accessible virtual world. Making plans, the impossibility of making plans. Physical touch, new ways to connect. Dancing amongst so many pulsing bodies, space for my spirituality. Adventure, home. Grieving, space for independent growth, seeing intentional connection. Grieving, holding my partner, new time to read. Grieving the energy of being out in the world, seeing the spaciousness and a break from hustle and bustle. Grieving motivation for things I have to do. Getting freedom for things I want to do. Finally deciding to start dating, more time for my own self-love. sharing physical space with community, getting back in touch with old friends. Grieving singing in person with others and hugging friends and the dynamics and rhythms of groups and humans. Seeing more time outside. Grieving raucous, playful harmonies. Seeing quiet ritual. Grieving stability and security and knowing others are taken care of. Seeing new growth in the trees, birds, bees, blossoms, personal growth. Beautiful. So, and many more things. We'll sit together in quiet, the quiet that can hold it all. Oh, it's such a relief. The quiet that doesn't need to explain how it all fits together. A little time for meditation. So if you want to find a spot to lay or stand or sit, and seeing if you can breathe in all we just heard, all that's lost and all that's newly seen. And letting the exhale be a sort of letting go. And you might find the face relaxes and the eyeballs relax. And the cheeks relax. And the jaw and the chest. And this next breath received in a soft baby belly. And just giving the body permission to really rest. It's nothing to take care of. Each breath a kind of massage for the nervous system. It's like watching a glass of water fizzle when you pour it in the glass, and it settles slowly without any work. You can be with the contact of the body with the chair or the ground, feeling that. Or with the waves of the breathing. With this breath, not the idea of it, but the real moment to moment experience. This breath, this one. Each breath a chance to practice gentleness with the mind and the body. And so we sit like this in this simple way that the body intuitively knows. Nothing fancy, no way to mess it up. With this simple gift of the vibration of contact and the rhythm of the breathing. And sometimes out of this stillness, we can see the busyness of the mind. The mind, it's like a toddler, so busy, busy, busy. We treat it just like a baby, just a gentle hand. Just this right now, just this breathing. And you also might see clearly what the system needs. What you want to bless yourself with today. Maybe a one-word blessing. Like ease, or like gentleness, or like playfulness. And this next song is an opportunity to bless ourselves with these things. We can just let it be an extension of that meditation practice. It's all the same. Just riding the river of experience with as much intimacy with the real experience as possible. If you want to type in your one-word blessing, anything that came to mind, maybe we'll sing about it. This is How Can I? Batya Levine goes, how can I How can I be a little more easeful today? Oh, how can I invite a little more ease today? How can I be a little more gentle today? Oh, how can I be a little more gentle today? Gently. We can practice. Joyous. How can I, joy, how can I be a little more joyous today? Joy, how can I be a little more joyous today? Like a kid. Alive. How can I be a little more alive today? How can I invite a little more aliveness today? Oh, la la la. Oh, so let's send some of those things out. Is there anyone that you want to send some light to today? Somebody, group of somebodies. We have a powerful thing, which is like 30 some people sending it with you. If you want, you can type their name or title into that chat box. Sending light to Rita Bowen. So who are we sending to? Let's first send to us. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold hold you in love. Sending to everyone on this call. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. All right. I'll be singing to you. Love y'all.